All right, guys, good evening. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I wanted to jump on tonight and I appreciate you guys joining me. I know this is the end of the April accountability group, even though it's the 5th of May, but I wanted to have a little bit of closure to that because we had incredible results in April. Tom, I know we touched on you last week and we talked about I think it was 12, 13 pounds that you'd done. Uh, got off the couch, your back is feeling better, your wife is loving all the extra energy that you have. You've got time with the girls, hanging out. I see her there in the background. Um, is she shaking her head? I know she isn't shaking her head. Good things, right? Um, Ethan, we're getting Ethan started up. I know Meredith, I talked to her, geez, 4 or 5 days ago. She came off her anxiety meds last month. Immediately after the reset, she'd been on them for like 8 or 10 years. She came off Benadryl and melatonin that she'd been taking nonstop for 6 years. Um, we have all these different things going on. And I know that we also had a few people who felt like they had stalled. So to rehash what we talked about, if you ever get to a point that you feel like you're stalling, that's where you need to go back to last week's call. We posted the recording. It's available on YouTube, and take a look at your protein intake, your fat intake, and see when you're getting carbs through the day. Sleep and hydration have a huge role in that, but making sure the simple macros are enough for your goals is going to be absolutely huge. So, with all that, as we are wrapping up April, we are going to do, I said we're going to postpone the giveaway. I'm going to put it out there on a poll because we had so few people. We had so many people that responded, hey, I've got kids to take care of tonight. That giveaway will be posted in the new chat tomorrow. So what does tomorrow look like? I got to thank Kristen. She is, when it comes to running accountability groups, she is the one that listens to all my crazy ideas and says, you got to take all that and like make it reasonable in a little package because I get kind of out there with that. And so I think May is the perfect size package that everybody can look at it and say, this is totally doable. It's going to be super helpful and beneficial for my goals. And also because I know it matters. If you want to bring an accountability partner or three for however many you want to bring, it's going to be very easy to introduce them to what we're doing. Um, to rehash our mission, I know I've said this before. My personal mission is to help the American parents who are out there that know their kids need the very best of them. They need the energy to get through the day. They need to have better sleep at night. More likely than not, there's some weight management issues that need to go on, and there's also some digestive stuff. Primarily my focus and the group of people that I attract are the first responders and the veterans. But by all means, this is a community for everybody because we have so many neighbors that are looking for help with all the different aspects of their health. This is this is just how it is. Um, oh, Christine, I'm gonna mute you. I'm muting my wife. Hopefully that's okay. So with that all, what does May look like? First and foremost, I think the poll worked out pretty well this past. Like, if you would put a one in the chat or raise your hand on the screen. Do you feel like the polls helped out through the month with being able to check in, being able to actually engage and and be accountable? Did polls and surveys work? It's okay, babe. All right. And so getting okay, help reflect. Yes, perfect. Cool. I think that's something that we continue to do. Maybe we don't do it quite every day. Um, because ideally this is getting you to a point where this is a habit and you don't have to check in every day. And while it's great that we have the tool, it doesn't have to be something that you're strapped to your phone and that now becomes a leash. Or so, well, a leash is a really good term because a leash holds you back. This is going to be a step toward the new lifestyle. So we're still going to have that periodically in the May accountability group. this won't be quite so much of a challenge. It's going to be more accountability, more personal development as we're going on. Um, Obviously, product consistency, and I'm taking a look at my notes here as I'm looking over. Product consistency is something that we are going to be huge on. Talking to my buddy Jeff today. Jeff is one of the guys that teaches um, trauma, like immediate trauma care to the veterans, to the first responders, to he works with military. The way that they teach medical care is it's challenging. It is incredibly challenging, and it is as lifelike as one could expect to be exposed to. With that, their schedule is nonstop because they have to get a ton of training in there. And so as I was talking to Jeff today, I had the thought, and I want to share this with you guys. Ideally, we're developing product consistency. If you miss a day, that is not a situation where it's, oh my God, I screwed up, the process is ruined, everything. It's okay, I'm going to get back on the train because the trend is my body is getting better. My body is getting healthier. My inflammation is going down. My joints hurt less. All those different things. So, product consistency is going to be a huge part of the May challenge. We will continue to touch base on that, but it's going to be the underlying theme as we're having these conversations. Um, we want to bring in guided reading, whether it's reading, Audible, or videos, because there are a couple of movies out there that you could watch over 90 minutes. They're entertaining, they're great with the family. You can put the kids down in front of them, and the kids will probably actually get a kick out of them while you're providing some generational knowledge. You talk about movies like Fat Fiction and Fasting. There's a new one. Christine, you just turned me on to it. If you're able to tell me before I bring it up. Um, I started watching this movie while I was on the road this past weekend, and it was great. It was between humans and animation, it was showing the bacteria in the body and how it all responds. And it was like, well, holy cow, why isn't this should be, oh, we got Chuck. This should be a movie, Hack Your Health, The Secrets of the Gut. Netflix. Has anybody seen it yet? Kristen, you've seen it? Can would you mind as interrupt my thought? Tell me what you thought, because I'm only 30 minutes in.
Well, I'm like 45 minutes in, but everything that they've talked about so far is like uh it's all along the lines of what we've been doing for the last 10 years. So it's really awesome to have now science in a video to be able to explain it even better. And I love the little animation too because it just everybody can like anyone can watch it and understand like how your body works and like from kids to our age. So I like it. It's good.
I, if maybe that one in particular, we could even open it up. We can move the Zoom time for those who want to join in the guided discussion and invite the kids in. There's no reason that we couldn't do that. And when they are able to understand, it can really help out with their lifestyle. I know looking at our crew, we have a couple with autoimmune disorders. Autoimmune is a combination of genetics, a trigger, so an event that causes the onset, and fuel. And when you look at the gut, when you look at the mucus that they talk about in the gut, that is one of the things that helps to protect the digestive tract. If we can explain that to the kids in an animated method, how simple is it to say, look, you're old enough to make decisions. Which of these decisions is the best one for you now that you understand this information? Um, so again, parents being present for the kids, helping the kids, looking at what we are going to do to improve our future, our legacy, the next generation. Um, I love when this stuff is openly available and it's interesting because that matters. So guided discussion, I beat that one to death. Um, Looking at incorporating motion just the same way we always have. 30 minutes, 4 times a week is a recommendation. we'll put that out there in a survey maybe once or twice a week. How have you been doing with your motion? What's going on? Um, Chuck, I see you 6 pounds down on your reset. Brother, congratulations. I'm gonna come back to you. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
unmute you. Yeah. Tell us about it.
Well, the first day, can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
I was trying to get back to my picture. I was trying to figure out how to do it, but I I was really skeptical when I first started, but now I took it the first day and I felt okay. The second day I was miserable, and the third day I had so much energy. And today I started back into it a little bit, just having some food. I had some chicken salad, a little bit of chicken salad for lunch, and then a little bit of shrimp for dinner today. But I feel great, and those drinks were delicious.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Congratulations. Um,
Yes.
did you grab pictures? I think you had said you were getting pictures.
No, I didn't finish them, but I did do away before I started, and
Okay,
then away in today. So
nice.
yeah,
It's that feeling of energy when people say, like, I can't wait to feel energized. Until you feel it for yourself, it like the Energizer Bunny walking around, you got that fresh battery in your back, and you're like beating the drum, and you're just going and going and going. It is
I
this
just have
incredible feeling.
I have one question for you, Mike. Maybe you can help me.
Yeah.
I got those the supplementary single serve packet drinks. Okay, the active, the hydrate, and the slim hunger. I just forgot. When do the active I take in the morning, right? Or is it hydrate in the morning?
So you can take the Slim in the morning, that'll be your first thing. And then the
Slim hunger. Okay.
active will be midday. I recommend that one around lunch.
Yeah.
That one has a little bit of caffeine in there. And then you
Okay.
can alternate with the hydrate as well. So the hydrate's going to be your electrolytes. Alternatively,
Is that the one in the evening?
the hydrate you can actually do first thing in the morning if you prefer. And I say that that's what
Okay.
you
And
got used to doing when you were on the reset. So
yeah,
when you
because I took I think Slim Hunger Control was in the for with that bar. I think right. Yeah.
yep. So I'll tell you what I think we do is let's plan like right after the call. I want to write this out for you so that you actually have it in text, and I'll get
Okay.
you a message so that you've got the best recommendation that's going to work for you.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry
No,
to
no, no.
interrupt
I
you.
mean, I love that, man. We're gonna be celebrating you and Tom together. You guys are gonna have this whole thing going on up there, and everybody's gonna wonder what the heck you're getting into. I think that's awesome. Um,
Yeah.
so we're gonna keep on doing the motion. Chuck, that's gonna be good for you, especially as you're getting more energy and you're feeling better. Get the body in
Yeah.
motion, take advantage of it. Um, and then nutrition. So nutrition is like one of the things that we voted on, and a handful of the people put it out and said outright, like, this is something that I need help with. I'd like to offer for the approval, and we'll put it out there in the chat, but you guys are here. Uh, we try and share one recipe a week, one healthy recipe a week. So everybody that's in that group, whether it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we'll figure out a day, we'll figure out a schedule. But how would you guys feel about having a recipe sharing group where we're just putting our recipe up? And by the way, here's a picture of me making it. It's totally simple. Does that sound like something you guys would like to do? Okay, cool. We'll go with that. I'll put a yes or a star next to that idea. Um, recipe sharing group. And then I think the final aspect, if you guys hadn't noticed, I'm huge on positivity. I'm huge on energy. I'm huge on being really deliberate about your mindset. That's something that personally I've had to work on for years. I can see I can see in my career when my mindset began to change, I can tell that there were funks depending on my performance, whether it was while I was a Marine, whether it was while I was doing Plexus, whatever it may be. And the more aware I become of mindset, the more I want to share that with you guys. Um, Henry Ford is credited with saying, whether you think you can or you can't, you're probably correct. And that's true. You look at the people who are incredibly successful in life, and I'm not saying that money is success because that doesn't always equate. But the people who are incredibly successful in life, Elon Musk, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, I mean, you so many different ones out there. Um, their mindset was undeniable and they were absolutely unstoppable in their mission. I think that's something that we are bringing to this group, the way that y'all loved on Raj when she came in and said, "Hey, I'm new here and I'm gonna be uh counting on you guys and I appreciate the support." Like everybody jumped in with some love and encouragement for her. I'm up running around chasing kids. That got me in the feels because y'all people are some of the best people that I know. Legitimately, sincerely. I think the way that we share that until we can all be together, hanging out at a coffee shop in Las Vegas or in Nashville, Tampa, wherever we end up getting together, is we take turns, and maybe this is an assignment that I'll pass out. I'll figure this out, Kristen. I'm dropping this one on you, but we find as an individual, one person gets to find the motivational quote of the day. It can be a quote, it can also be a song. Um, I had to pick a song of the month for myself the other day. I went with The Greatest Showman. If any of you guys have seen The Greatest Showman, for whatever reason, that movie gets me. Not the same way that The Notebook gets me. It gets me in a totally different set of feels. And that encouragement and that inspiration and the music and the energy behind that music, that's the energy that I want to share with you guys. Um, I mean, for the most part, the people on this call have been here for like a month, month and a half, and you guys are already crushing it. So I'm putting it out there. That'll be in the survey. I'm not going to give you a song and dance. Thank you very much, Kristen. It's a fall back to my cheerleading days. Uh, or even YouTube. Yeah, like a quick 5 minute message. But we need to, you know what? If everybody on this call, hmm, how many people are on this call? If y'all bring 3 friends to the company this month, I will find a way. I will build a cheer and I will do a cheer in some way, shape, or form. You guys are going to make me eat my words. Oh my God. If you all add 3, I will come up with something. Yeah, tread carefully. I need to, and Tom already has too. You gotta teach Chuck how to do it. Elizabeth is cringing. She's going to love the new Risley Bear t-shirt that I am getting. Um, you guys are the best people, all right? So let's inspire one another. Let's be active. Let's eat the things that our body wants, but we're gonna share it with others. And what do you guys think? How do we feel about May? How do we feel going in? In mini shorts, I've got some Daisy Dukes for you, Ethan. I could go with my kilt. We could do that too. Like, we'll figure that out. Kilts are legit. All right, so we're feeling good about May. Make sure everybody is signed into Pivotal. Make sure you're keeping up. Got Pivotal. If you log on once a week, take a look through the recipes, use what you can. It's $50 every 3 months in free product. Just use Pivotal. It's a great, great way to do it. Christine, babe, would you mind sharing a little bit about your motivation and how you've done? I'm seeing that you need to make dietary changes, and I know you've already done it once. Ask to unmute.
I'm sorry, what do you want me to say?
What, tell me about the dietary changes and how you came to the conclusion, how you figured out what diet is best for you.
I did the AIP, the autoimmune protocol diet, back in January, February, and it basically cuts out dairy, gluten, sugar, corn, nightshades, coffee. I feel like I'm forgetting something. It cuts out anything that could possibly be inflammatory. And it was the first time doing that diet. It was the first time I'd been able to um lose any of the weight I had gained over the last few years, and I just felt better. But then, of course, I've let stuff start creeping back in.
Yeah.
But I really honestly think I just need to cut back on the dairy. I've been good staying gluten free, but I brought back in my dairy creamers for my coffee, which I love so much. But I'm noticing that my stomach is really bloated. I have post-nasal drip again really bad. So that's going to be my main focus, honestly, in May is cutting back on the dairy.
Okay. And I mean, you guys, like, those are great indications that your body is not happy with something that you're feeding it. Just so you know. So nightshades, Christine mentioned nightshades. Before we wrap up, I'm gonna mention just a couple of them. I had to look them up because I didn't want to miss them. But for those who do not know, nightshades are foods very common. For some people, nightshades in general can cause a lot of inflammation, a lot of problem. They include banana peppers, chili peppers, chipotles, eggplant, green bell peppers, jalapenos, potatoes, red bell peppers, sweet peppers, tomatillos, and you can substitute white sweet potatoes, and that doesn't count as a nightshade. So if you are one of those people that you're starting to notice, like I had dinner with this ingredient, tomatoes, whatever it may be, tomatoes weren't on there. Tomatoes a nightshade. That's something that you might want to take a look at. Christine, would you mind sharing what kind of creamer we're using the Chobani? I know that's one of them. Um,
Um, the dairy creamers, my favorite is the Chobani brand because they seem, from what I found, the Chobani dairy creamers seem to be the cleanest. They have the least ingredients. Um, I'm honestly having a tough time finding a really good like almond milk or oat milk creamer because they seem to have a lot of crap in them.
yeah.
So I did for a while, I was using Laird coffee, Laird. It's a mushroom. Well, it's not all, it has coffee in it too, but it has a lot of adaptogens from mushrooms in it. And I was using those instant lattes, which I really, really enjoyed. Um, and I've just recently tried just their creamers. I like the instant lattes better, personally. So if
And
anyone
so
has any recommendations for non-dairy, that would be great too.
maybe that's something that we look at within the group. You know, that would be a great recipe. Here's how you make your own creamer. It's delicious with 3 or 4 ingredients. But Kristen put it in the chat. Lean, the chocolate lean, I totally forgot about that. I used to do that and I totally forgot. Um, Throw a scoop of the lean protein in with your coffee. It is delicious. Like I would pay for that at a snickerdoodle. I might try that tomorrow. Um, I would pay good money for that, more than I would pay for a cup of Starbucks in a heartbeat. I'm not a Starbucks fan. Um, and the word adaptogen was thrown out there. That I'm looking at the definition here. A natural substance considered to help the body adapt to stress and exert a normalizing effect upon bodily processes. So adaptogens help your body find balance. It's good to know, if you're ever looking for that type of stuff. So that's it. It's 8:30. I wanted to put that all out there for you guys. Are there any questions before I wrap up? On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 is there is no chance. 5 is this month is going to be incredible. If you would, let me know how you feel about May going in. All about the mindset. 1 to 5. 5 is I feel great. 1 is I need to call the Coast Guard. My ship is going down. Four, 4.5, 3. Okay. I'll take a 3. I like that. I appreciate that. Looking over to Ann. You can throw a number up on the screen. It's going to be a good month, you guys. There is no doubt in my mind. If I have to put on some short shorts and do a cheer, so be it. That was not in the original plan. We will figure it out. But Kristen and I are going to have this new chat group up tomorrow. You guys are all going to have a link. We're going to bring everybody over. I cannot wait for May. April was good. Don't end up like, oh no, I'm not going to end up like Andy on The Office. I don't even know which episode we're talking about. We're not going to do that. This month is going to be incredible, you guys. There is an energy. I can't put my finger on it, but I know it's going to be incredible. I am so stoked to have you guys here. For anybody who is watching this and still has a reset in hand, we have a reset beginning on Mondays. Every Monday, well, not every Monday, but this Monday, so tomorrow, next Monday, and the following Monday. Corporate is offering large reset accountability groups. There are 40 some people in tomorrow's. So if you have people that are getting ready to reset, please, please, please reach out and chat, message me directly, either one, and we'll make sure that they're tied in so that they can be successful. Day 2 can be a struggle. Chuck, you powered through it, man. I'm stoked for you. 6 pounds is significant, and this is just the beginning. That's all I got. No questions. Cheering for you all. Stay tuned for the group tomorrow, and we will talk to you then. Later, guys.